And welcome back to Who Would Win. And just to remind anyone who didn't see the last couple of videos, I am trying a new schedule out with the Who Would Wins and the What Ifs. I'm going to do 2 What Ifs, one Wednesday, one Sunday. I'm going to try 3 Who Would Wins on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I'm trying that out for a couple weeks, see if I can manage that. Because I want to try to produce a little bit more content and try to go through more suggestions for the Who Would Win, not including the week of Who Would Wins. I'll also be trying a what if week, not this month because next week's going to be the week of Who Would Wins, just given the weird arbitrary days of May. So maybe next month I'm going to try a week of what ifs along with the week of Who Would Wins. Until then, though, Detroit, and I believe it's Detroit Mary because it's M-A-R-I. So I'm going to guess that's Detroit Mary. If it's not, please let me know. Ask the question, who would win in a fight, Mr. Mxyzptlk versus Mite? And right off the bat, I can tell you that this is one of those fights that it's going to come down to the characteristic of the individual, because these are basically the same character for just two different versions of the character. They're both fifth-dimensional beings, basically, with magic that's pretty much multiversal level magic. They can do anything they want. Literally, they can turn something into matter into something else. They can materialize anything. They could theoretically just wipe out anyone's existence in a flash. But when they leave, their effects dissipate in terms of that. So I mean, when Mr. Mxyzptlk, Gibert Godfrey comes down to say, hello, Superman! I am here to destroy you! To prove I am the superior being! He could, in theory, just do that, snap his fingers, pull a Thanos, and just wipe Superman out in from an instant. But that's not what he wants to do. He wants to prove himself better. That's it. He's just mischievous and likes to play pranks. Batmite is similar. Batmite, however, is more of a fanboy of Batman than anything else. So he's trying to help Batman off. He's like, I'm your fan, Batman! I gotta help. He's like, no, don't help me. And like in Brave and the Bold, we see like he puts Batman in this situation that he's got to escape from, and just to watch how cool his his hero Batman is and stuff like that. And I don't like Batman Brave and the Bold that much, but they had Batmite was actually was more consistent regular on that show than any other form of non-comic media. He only showed up once in the animated series of Batman the animated series, and it wasn't the real Batmite. It was a little robot. So yeah, there is that. But these guys have the literally verbatim the exact same powers at all. And there's different. Batmite has actually formed out of what was left of Mr. Mxyzptlk in later comics. So he's like what's a remnant of Mr. Mxyzptlk. I'm calling him Mr. Mxyzptlk. I know it's Mr. Mxyzptlk or something like that. Anyway. So it's going to come down more along the lines of the personalities versus each other. So Mr. Mxyzptlk, or Gibert Godfrey, as I'll probably more refer to him, Gilbert, he's very arrogant, very, superior. He likes to play pranks, but he's also kind of easily tricked. That's how Superman, at least in the animated version, ended up beating him so many times, that there was a stipulation to get him to go back to the fifth dimension. As basically he had to say or write his name backwards. And Superman kept finding out ways to do that. And the man's like, look, we're changing the rules. If you can get me to go away this time, I'll go away for good. However, you got to make me say my name twice in a row. Yes, and then he ends up skywriting. It's like, I skywrote my own name. Twice. Yeah, it's like twice. It's like, yeah, you were just playing with me the whole time. Well, yeah, kind of. You're the superior being. Well, I mean, I don't like Superman very much as a character, but I loved this animated series Superman, and I love the Mr. Mxyzptlk episodes. Those are great. Because I got Gilbert Godfrey to voice him. That's just awesome. So, yeah, he can be tricked. Batmite doesn't necessarily have that stipulation to the best of my knowledge, because Batmite's motivation isn't the same. And Batmite's personality is like, no, I'm a fanboy. I love Batman. I'm going to help Batman. So that's the key difference between the two of them, is that Batman, Batmite still has that superiority to some degree. It's like, no, Batman, you're going to be your number one fan. You're going to do this. It's like, wait, why aren't you doing anything? Nope, I'm not going to do it. But you could do this. Nope, not gonna do it. Darn you, Batman! So yeah, there is that. So when putting these two up against each other, it's gonna be a matter of who outwits the other one. And if you're gonna ask me who outwits the other one in a straight fight, there's no real scenario here. It's them. They can throw all the magic they want at each other. Nothing's gonna happen. So, because they can just counteract it, because they're equal. They're literally same power level. So it's gonna be a matter of who tricks the other into disappearing. And and I'm sure Batmite would agree to some sort of stipulation, like, all right, you get me to say my name backward. Basically, they agree to the same stipulation. I fully believe that because Batmite models himself after Batman, because he's his biggest fan, he's gonna try to emulate Batman, at least somewhat, try to live up to his hero standards. So I think he's gonna be the one who gets the better of Mr. Mxyzptlk, or Gilbert, as we're gonna call him. He gets the better of Gilbert. In this case. Now, granted, Gilbert could easily do the same to Batmite. I just think the likelihood is more in Batmite's favor, just because he models himself after the world's greatest detective. He models himself after Batman, so he wants to try to live up to that standard, I feel. So I say it's Batmite. I'll go, but it's not by much. I'd say it's probably 60-40. So yeah, 40% of the time, Mr. Gilbert is going to win. 60% of the time, Batmite's going to win. But this is kind of like a wash fight, because they're pretty much the exact same character with some personality differences. One models himself after Batman. One in the comics looks kind of jester-ish, but yeah, he's in the animated series. He's just a guy in a little suit and hat. So but anyway, yeah. What do you think? Do you think different? Do you think Gilbert beats out Batmite far more easily than the vice versa? If you do, that's cool. Put in the comments below. I won't argue. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Just to reiterate from the beginning, I'm going to bump up the Who Would Wins now to 3 a week, leading into the weeks of Who Would Wins. What Ifs, I'll do 2 a week. And I will try a week of What Ifs next month to try that out too. Because I get a lot of suggestions for both those. So I want to try to, just get through them a little quicker than how I normally do it. Anyway, though, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you folks next time.